got the Nighthawk Pro Gaming S8000 gaming switch. There's a newer model, but it's a whole lot more expensive. This guy was like 80 bucks. So I currently have Google Wi-Fi, and I like it. It's really great for the app to control stuff, but supposedly mesh Wi-Fi is not the best for gaming. So I got this feller that we're going to try to use to, for one, I have my Nintendo Switch with the LAN adapter. So two switches with two Nintendo Switches, two LAN adapters, and my son's Chrome box and my Windows computer. And all I would prefer to be wired. There's only one port on the Google Wi-Fi. So we're going to give this guy a shot. The new one I think adds probably some more features, but this one does a little bit of QoS type settings for gaming, I believe, and media. So we're going to set it up. Optimize GUI for advanced gameplay. Installation guide. They have an app to control it, which I like. Some decent weight to this guy. And a simple wall wart power up. So, all that's good stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of weight to this fella, which I like. I like a nice heavy device. So you got your installation guide and your wall wart. That's pretty much all we have installed here. All we have in the box here. I'm going to download the app and set that up. For now, let's just look at these. Quick setup guide. Connect the LAN port to the LAN port on the router. That makes sense. There's only one on the Google Wi-Fi. So ports 1 and 2, 1 for gaming, 2 for streaming device. So I'll have my Nintendo Switch on 1, 2 for the Chrome box, and then you can manually assign the rest of them. And I'll just do the same thing, 1 for gaming and 1 for streaming for my Windows computer. So to go with this, I got a bunch of Cat 7 Ethernet cables from Amazon Basics. And then I'm going to connect everything using these short ones for the closer devices, and longer one for the longer devices, of course, the longer, farther away devices. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is plug the power in. Alright, so first thing to do is plug this guy in. Actually, it says to plug everything in first. Connect the LAN port. Let me do that first. Alright, so here's my HORI LAN adapter for the Nintendo Switch. I have it unplugged now because I'm using this desk, and I got to set up a new monitor too. But we'll just go ahead and set these up. This one I have running through the wall already. I'm going to replace it, but for now I'm just going to use it to set that up to my personal computer to try it out. So this is the one from the Nintendo Switch. We'll plug that into number 2 here. Okay, and then I got another 3-foot cord for the Chrome box. Yep, sorry, I got that wrong. Gaming device goes to port 1. Yeah. Gaming device to port 1. Streaming device to port 2. Port 2 will go to this Acer Chrome box. Alright, and then now we still need to put another short one now. I'm going to connect to the LAN port, the 8 the uplink. So the uplink will go to the extra port on my Google Wi-Fi here. So now we're going to power it on. Alright, so for the directions, connect the LAN port, gaming port, streaming device, and then power to the, connect the power adapter to the switch. Power cords on this side, plug that in, blue lights come on, like the police coming to get you. So now I need to go to a Windows-based computer to finish setting it up. Alright, so I got an email about updating my Netgear Nighthawk switch, the GS8008E. The links on the email don't work, so I just had to go to their support page. It's a switch, not a router, so I'm going to try this. I assume this is probably their, yeah, this is their full tilt switches, not actual home devices. Let's go back to the support page. And let's do home networking. Switches. Nope. There we go. Yeah, I have the blue one here. So let's check on this guy right here. Alright, so you can see the model version is the GS8008E. So I'm going to see if I can find a way to update this thing on here, but maybe not. There we go, firmware and software updates. There we go. So I'm going to download this update. Check the release notes. Missing hyperlink to invalid combinations of IP addresses, security fixes. This is probably what's really more important here, right? And so now we've downloaded it. So let's access the router, or the switch, I mean. Alright, I went to my Google Wi-Fi to look up my address. It's .31. And the device password. Here you can see the switch itself. I got 4 ports connected. The uplink, of course, and then my son's switch, my son's Chromebox, and then my computer. Let's go to settings. And firmware. Yeah, then here you have to choose your file. So I'm on 1.706. 07 is the update version. Just find where you have it. There's mine. So, and then I'm just going to hit the update button. Alright, so now we're hoping this will come back. I assume it's doing a reboot as part of the update. Alright, there we go. So I'm going to trim some of that time out. I'm at 10 minutes total for the video at this point, so of this portion of the video. So the update took, what, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes, something like that, right? Alright, so now if you want to look at the firmware, you can see now I'm on version 1.707. You should always check your firmware, right? Make sure it's up to date. I initially recorded an intro video or video of my initial setup, but I had the screen recording all messed up. So, still a little overview here. You know, the switch is the S8000. It was much cheaper than the current model. You can see there's preset modes. If you just wanted to make them a gaming preset, that only makes one a gaming device. And in my house, we have 2 gaming devices plugged in directly, and or we will once I ever plug in my actual switch. And my computer does media streaming, sometimes gaming as well. So I didn't want to use the presets, but you can just kind of look and see what they have them set as, sort of, right here. That's not what should be. That's what the priority, the preset would do, is make his the priority, but it's not. I don't want my son's switch being the priority. My computer is the priority. So if we go back to switching, critical is for the third one, which is my computer. I didn't name it, I guess, but there we go. Alright, so you can see I made it the critical priority, so if everyone's online at the same time, my computer's going to get the nod, right? So if you don't have a complicated setup, you can just go ahead and hit one of those, you know, presets. If you wanted to set up VLANs and all that stuff, you could. I have not gone through and set all this up. I will probably at some point, or maybe I never will. Who knows, right? This is a neat little tool. It'll test your cable to let you know if they're legit. So let's just test cable 1. I don't have a broken cable to test it and to show it, so I can't guarantee that's gonna, you know, work properly, but it seems alright. Alright, so let's test the one to my son's Chrome box, I believe is what that is. And test OK. So it's not a whole lot of diagnosis there. Settings, you can change you can make a media streaming preset, and that would just make, but you know, the presets are kind of bogus, right? They just kind of turn this on, turn all this other stuff off, and then assign 2 of them there. So you can make everything high, which doesn't make any sense. So like I said, or you can make everything low, and least just 2 things critical. So that's not what I did. You can turn the LEDs on or off, of course. You can change these various settings. The firmware update, which we already did. You can reboot it here if you want, if you're having problems with it. Yeah, so if you want to put in access control, again, I don't mess with all this stuff in my home here. We'll turn that on. And if you want to reset to default, you can do that. If you want to change the default password, or the password you have it set to, you can. Register. Mine's already registered, I guess, because I got the update email. So clearly they're aware I have this product. So, and then of course on the dashboard you can get it real quick. Blur some of this out, I guess. But you can get a real quick update. You can check to see if your port LEDs are turned on, your power LED turned on or off. And then you can see your IP address. Anyhow, so you can kind of see it's a pretty nice little interface. I bought this while I was streaming still. I've kind of slacked off on the streaming, but it did immediately improve the quality of my streams. So overall, I'm pretty happy with this device. I have Google Wi-Fi. I have Spectrum Internet, Google Wi-Fi for my router. It only has 1 Ethernet port. So I was glad to get this switch to kind of spread it out. And it wasn't that expensive. Yeah, I bought it December 27th. Yeah, currently it's $64. So that's I purchased it December 27th. And it's currently $64, which is pretty. Yeah, I probably paid $80 when I got it. Because like the new one, yeah. So the newer one is $225. So I mean, you're getting some updates, of course. But for me, it wasn't worth it, just for the home, right? So like, I'll stick with the old blue boy. Alright, thanks for checking me out. I hope you like us. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me on a comment below. There's also an app. Maybe I'll make a short video on that too. Alright, thanks.